What's up, La Liz? Yeah. How's your day? Smash that thumbs up, Liz. Smash that thumbs up. Is it frozen? There it goes. It's unfrozen now. Angel, what's up? Yeah. What's up, bro? What's up, Croatia? Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Chapitos right now. You know, that's a Cartel del Golfo right there. A lot of people don't know a lot about these guys. El Cartel del Golfo is, at one time, they were the most prominent cartel in all of Mexico. Now they are not only on the American radar for human trafficking, they're also on the radar for their fentanyl processing. Unlike the Sinaloa cartel, the Gulf cartel seems not to care too much about what the United States thinks of them. So, I think that's a firm reason why the Chapitos got out of the fentanyl business, if you know what I mean. How you guys doing tonight? Oh, you send me your email, Croatia. Send me an email to the thing so I can email you. I'm gonna give you my new email. There they are. Look at them. The Chapitos wanted for drug trafficking and fentanyl, which isn't true any. I think they dabbled in it a little bit, but they shied away from it with all the attention that they got, and especially with the arrest of Ovidio. You sent it to me. All right. When I'm done, I'll check it out. Did you put it in my comments? Is that what you did? Like I asked, if you put it in my comments, that's cool. But if you sent it to the old email, no, that email don't work no more. I found out it don't work no more. It's no good no more. So send it to in my comments, and then I can get at you. Yeah, that email don't work no more, Croatia. So send me your email, and then I'll email you from my new email. It's simple. Yep, simple. There he is. And Raton, Ovidio. Look at that guy. There's Ivan. Look at him. Ivan Archivaldo Guzman Salazar. There's Ovidio Guzman Lopez. And then Jesus Alfredo. and then Joaquin, which is a younger one. Yeah, just do me a favor, Croatia. That send me it through your other one. And give me a thumbs up, guys. Smoking a cigar this morning. Hell yeah. Must be nice. I don't smoke no more. I don't smoke no more weed, Croatia. No more weed, brother. Look at that. All three of the brothers. There he is. Don Mayo. The legendary man. The myth, the legend. The man that could never be busted. You know what I mean? That's a guy they said they could never bust. You know, I think that the Chapitos are going to have a hard time getting away now with anything they do, because the production of fentanyl is definitely something that they are being blamed for. You know what I mean? Yeah. Did you send it your email to my comments, Croatia? Look at that. Don Mayo's stamp on it. Look at that. Fentanyl stamping. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know about that, but yep, you'll do it after life. Thank you, brother. A lot of people don't know about that, but that is a new way of era of cartels stamping their drugs and letting other people know that those drugs belong to them. Look at Ivan and Jesus Alfredo. Jesus Alfredo, that is actually a bad picture of him. You know what I mean? That isn't a picture of him. That's actually a picture of Ivan. But you know how the media works. Yep. Did you hear that one of the news journalists is getting threatened? So we don't know how true that is, but they're threatening one of the news journalists. You know, got to be careful what you do in this business. You know, and it has nothing to do with a YouTube channel or any of that. You just have to be careful what you do in this business, because what you do can definitely cost you your life. You know, especially in this business. You know, the drug trade, anything. You know what I mean? Reporting on reporting on people and not listening to people is something that gets you in big trouble. You know. Yep. I think that Don Mayo is definitely trying to put the shift on the Chapitos and trying to put pressure from the U.S., trying to put pressure from other entities to get these guys um, definitely in trouble. You know what I mean? They definitely know a lot about these guys. You know, I'll give you that much. They know a lot about them. They know a lot about their security, a lot about what's happening to them. So you know, don't be surprised that if if another one of the Chapitos kids goes down. That's for sure. You know, especially with what's happening right now in Mexico. Right now, they're definitely doing a crackdown on fentanyl. What's up, Andy? You ever go to Tijuana? All the time, Croatia. All the time, brother. All the time. Always in TJ. Got lots of family there, lots of friends. It's nice. They fun to be with their father in prison. That's fucked up, man. You know what I mean? Chapo's at the ADX in Florence. You know, you want to go there? Francisco Velasco checking in, watching live. That's right, Francisco. Here it's fun. Yeah, man. Tijuana ain't no joke, man. It's nice, especially now that you know, that the border is really more relaxed in the part where they're being really nice to to foreigners. Yeah, family gathering every day behind their cell. Fuck. Yeah, look at poor Ovidio. Yep, poor Ovidio. It might be like that too. Family gathering, behind the cells pretty soon. I feel safer in Tijuana than I do in LA. It might be true, man. I'm not gonna say it's not, man. LA and Tijuana are pretty treacherous, but I feel safer in LA than I do Tijuana, man. Tijuana, you got to remember the fucking cops don't give a shit about people over there. That's for sure. The cops don't give a shit about people in Tijuana, so I feel more safer in LA than I would in Tijuana. I wouldn't feel too safe in Tijuana, if you know what I mean. Tijuana just, in the factions of the Chapitos fighting there, you got Mayo's faction fighting there, you got Russo's faction fighting there, you got Tariano Felix fighting there, you got um, whatever's left of the Cartel Jalisco Nueva Generacion fighting there, you got the Gulf Cartel there, um, you got some of Caro Quintero's people there. Well, I got family in Tijuana, but understand something, Croatia. You can be touched anywhere, brother. Anywhere. Feeling safe is a luxury now, and it's not the same in Tijuana as it was 10 years ago. You gotta understand something. We have a saying in Mexico: "Ya ni respetan las reglas," which means that they don't even respect the rules anymore. And that is definitely something that news reporters, sicarios, family clans, family beefs. No one respects the family anymore, and that's one reason why things have gone astray so bad in Mexico. You know what I mean? Especially with everything that's been happening with the last 5 years in border states like Tijuana. Fentanyl sales and the fabrication of drugs, the laboratories, the methamphetamines, uh, the extraditions, the legislative laws. Damn, in Kosovo, we follow the rules even in blood. Yeah. Well, hey, at least in your country, they still do. In Mexico, you got the special forces, um, the U.S., coalition, sticking their nose where it don't belong. Um, most of the Mexican elite soldiers are taught. You know, most of these Mexican soldiers are taught how to do it. The reason why is it's just like in Colombia, they're busting places like this, outdoor laboratories. You know what I mean? Mobile laboratories. The Mexican army or the Mexican Marines are heavily involved in a lot of these laboratories. You know, they're the ones doing the raids. They're the ones chasing the narcos. Here in the U.S., we have the U.S. Marshals, the FBI, the DEA. They have everything over there. They got DEA, Marshals. You know, we have so many different entities, and in Mexico, it's just the Mexican Marines now. The federal government is not playing in Mexico anymore. They're definitely cracking down on a lot of these cartels, a lot of these what they would call rural laboratories. So who's winning in Tijuana? It's a toss-up, man. But the Sinaloa cartels is starting to have a heavy influence again. That's for sure. You know what I mean? They broke up into so many factions that there's so many factions of them, but they're not. All the factions, aren't working together. Places like this where they're making chemicals and they're making laboratories like this, in the middle of nowhere. You know, it's no joke now. They're making a lot of money off these drugs. Um, a lot of these families that didn't get into this drug business are definitely in it for the money now. You know, these laboratories in the middle of nowhere, can be made in within an hour. And then they're setting up shop and producing thousands of dollars within hours. You know what I mean? And these laboratories aren't something that is very difficult for them to make. Why isn't the U.S. taking all bad boy against China also? Chico, why is it the U.S.? I don't know, Chico. That'd be a good question, man. China is definitely something the U.S. has gotta be fearful of, man. China is definitely showed how they're a superpower like a mother, and especially with these laboratories that they got in Mexico, China, introducing all these drugs, all these fentanyl. Um, people, look, as I'm showing you right now. Look, this is a Mexican laboratory right now. This is the Colonel of Mexico teaching you what a Mexican laboratory looks like. The gases, the drugs. You know what I mean? Um, these fumes. You know, and to top it off, some of these guys, a lot of these laboratories, they look at them. They got vice grips holding that plate down, clamped down, so it holds it down when it's bubbling and cooking. Look at that. Those are gas tanks. Those are just barrels of chemicals. You know what I mean? Mexico hasn't seen this, and they're combating it as best as they can. The Mexican Marines right here are showing you. Look at that, putting it into the ground, destroying the earth, and destroying not only that, people's lives, man. Look at they're testing in the chemical waters. Look at that. And these aren't far from local neighborhoods. Look, it even tells you what this is: methamphetamine. Look at the traces of methamphetamine, how they're making it. That even tells you what kind of drug it is right there. That's a special machine that tells you uh, what those drugs are made of and stuff. The future for the Chapitos is that they're definitely getting out of any business associated with fentanyl. I think that they saw that being a not a friend of the U.S. government, or being an enemy of the U.S. government, it doesn't turn out too well for you. I think they're taking a page from old Miles' book and saying, hey, we too can be a friend, and maybe and the U.S. can deal with us instead of Don Mayo. If I was a Chapitos, I would remind the U.S. that the old man is old and that they're the future, and that dealing with them is definitely going to be the best option for them. You know what I mean? Especially with everything that's going on in Mexico. They got of they're becoming a nation that has that's rich in its natural resources. They're becoming leaders in a lot of things, and a lot of people don't know that. So to tell you the truth, I think the future for the Chapitos is to stay low and to keep on working and to change their avenue, because if not, these people are definitely going after them, and they're not the only ones. The Mexican government's definitely after them. You know, just thought you guys should know a little bit about what I thought about the Chapitos' future. Um, I think they definitely have a bright future in the organization of trafficking of drugs, but it could all go crumbling down if they don't watch what they do. It's your boy OG Black. You guys have a good night, and I'm out.